Hello everybody. Alright, I might have had some issues with the chat. But let's just make sure everything's working. Listen. Then we're going to echo our balance. And I better see everything, otherwise we're going to have problems. Nice. Alright, welcome aboard, anyone joining. Today we're at the reservoir looking for bass. Got a nice bushy. I've got 2 poles. Got no one here to bother me today, so it should be just a nice chill day. I think I'll just do a standard 8-pound dropper knot today. So the way we're going to tie this, very simple. Get ourselves about 2.5 feet of 8-pound line. Then we're going to just tie a pretty standard fisherman's knot at the bottom. This knot's going to be intentionally weaker than the other one because this is where the weight's going to go. So, weight knot. This one's going to be quite a bit stronger. It's not going to matter too much though, because the dropper loops that we put down will significantly reduce the strength of the line. So right now our main priority is less about tying a super tight knot and just getting a line in the water so we can start catching some bass. Unfortunately, we do have a bag limit today. Usually when I bass fish, I'm fishing in a river, but we are technically in the reservoir right now, which means we have a bag limit of 5. No bag limit on catfish, no bag limit on pike minnow. I will be keeping pike minnow for cat food though. So usually people just kill them and toss them to the birds. In my case, you know, Rue is going to get to eat it. So it's not a total waste of fish if we catch one. They're also fun fights usually. In addition, I'm going to be using a relatively heavy weight. Let's just grab a cheap ouncer. Where'd he go? Cheap, standard 1 ouncer. Like, I do love the simplicity of the streams now that I'm on YouTube only, but I do miss the activity. Because if this was a Instagram stream, I would have had like 8 people betting already. Granted, it is also a weekday, so it's not too bad. I could still be at work, so I got not a lot to complain about. It was funny, I told like my boss's boss, like, hey, just so you know, I'm leaving soon. She's like, oh, we haven't audited payroll yet. I'm like, okay, I can do that. I'm like, no, we haven't even run payroll yet. And I'm like, what? It's almost 3 o'clock. It's usually done at 12. So I had to stay for that. But it was fine. Obviously, my job comes before anything else on the channel, because people are relying on me. Also, whoever just joined, the text-to-speech totally cooked your audio, so I'll have to read what you said in a second. I was really hoping, between me and you, that the kokanee suggestion would have won, because I haven't been coconut fishing in a little while, and they're really tasty. But it was by far the lowest performing suggestion, so I wasn't going to scam you guys. Like if it was 40%, 35% for kokanee fishing, I would have went kokanee fishing just to do something different. But when it was 40%, 20% kokanee fishing, that's a little different. By the way, I recently got like a whole bunch of these little crocky balls. Here, let me show you. And they've been a game changer. Obviously not sponsored or sent to me for free or any shenanigans like that. I just saw them at Buy Mart and thought they looked cool. And they actually work really well because they float the worms, which would normally sink, but they don't look like traditional, like those, you know, plastic floats. So the fish aren't scared of them. And they come in a bunch of different colors. I've even actually seen a bass try to eat one of these, like the ball itself, and then I guess he was like drawn in by the color, and then once he realized he couldn't get the ball, he went after the worm. By the way, fish are really dumb. That's one thing I've noticed. It's like people talk about like trout being smarter than other fish, which they definitely are, but they definitely don't have like the same level of intelligence as anything. Hang on. All right, let's get this cast and then we'll be good. Right in the middle. So I'll put one in the middle over there, and then I'll put one more out to the side. And let's get a little setup thing over here. Oh, I'm already getting fish. What the fuck? Hang on. You fucker, take it. It's good, I promise. This is gonna be the fastest first fish, I think, ever. No, it's not true. There's that time I got a fish on the first like rooster tail immediately. Come on. No, he doesn't want it anymore. Okay, that's a bummer. That was a crazy fast bite though. That's what I like about this spot. It's very entertaining. I always get fish here. It's like out of the way enough that it's not fish to shit. It's in this drainage, so there's a bunch of natural worms and the bass know what they are. Fishing for bass, which obviously improves your chances quite a bit. By the way, whoever that is, that's one crazy username. I see why the text-to-speech had problems with your message. Oh, here we go. Look, we're getting a bite again. I'm pretty sure I'll have a fish on before I even get this second pole rigged up. Hopefully it doesn't just steal my worm and run away. Oh, there, is that it? I think he's tugging, so hang on one second. No, he's not on yet. Well, this one, we'll let him eat the worm while I set up the next one. I also got these little lights that sit on top of your fishing pole, and they light up when something shakes the pole. So it's easier to see when you get bites. Like when you're fishing at night for catfish. I'm super excited to try them out. And we also have these little bells, so you can use them in the daytime too. Okay, there we go. Let me get another cheap 1-ouncer. Again, like the basic principle is you just thread them through like this, wrap them around. What would be really cool if someone made, I mean, I'm sure this exists, but it costs like $1,000, is if somebody made a little gimbal, like one of those things that holds a GoPro steady, but rather than just having it like always point one direction, you put a mode where like you set it up on a tripod and then it follows like some kind of source, like a Bluetooth source, and then you just put that Bluetooth source in your pocket, and then you could like theoretically put the GoPro behind you, and then you could see both like me doing my thing. I could be talking to the camera like while looking at the camera, but like I could probably write the software for that. I just really suck with hardware. I have no idea how I'd even like wire that circuit together. You'd probably need like a bar, like an infrared bar like they have for the Wii's, so that you could see what direction. You'd basically just want to see what direction you're facing relative to the, or what direction the camera is facing relative to you, and then try to make that 0. Oh no, quirky pole, please. I might have to check if I have a worm soon, because whatever was biting has stopped, and maybe he got it. That or he's hooked and he's just such a small little booger, he's already ran out of energy. Okay. Let's go cast this one out, and then we'll reel in that pole, because I think I might have a small fish on and I just don't know it. That was a shitty cast. But works, I guess. Hello. Nope, no fish. No worm either. Or no worm missing. I wonder why it gave up. Let's cast it further out. And then I'm gonna go hide in the wind shadow over here so you guys don't hear the blowy as much. Just making sure I have TTS real quick. Okay, good, it works. All right. What do I want to do? I kind of want to go make that overlay a little lower so it's easier for you guys to see. Give me a second. Probably the best spot to sit. Near the bushies. Closer you are to a bushies, the closer you are to a good time. One of these days someone will think I'm a promoter. Let's go expand everything down by 50 pixels. Let's see if that would be good placement real quick. That's too close to the edge. Let's go 260. Yeah, that looks better. Then I'm gonna go, this needs to go down by 80. Hey, stop it. Editing this on a phone's really sketchy, by the way. Okay, let's see if this looks better. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I'm gonna screenshot this so I save it. Much better. The music doesn't seem to be playing, so let me go fix that. The other thing is, like, I'm really optimizing this for a mobile device. So if you're on a, what do you call? It needs to be around there. So if you're on like a computer, I know this looks kind of trash, but most of my people will be coming from Instagram through the link. So I'd rather have them have like a nicer experience. All right, that's enough of that. Now where the frick are these fish? I had like bites literally seconds after casting into the water, and now I have nothing. Also, don't forget to use the gambling bot, guys. So the way you use a gambling bot is by doing like, here, I'll show you. So if you go exclamation BAL, it'll show your current balance. And then you bet by going exclamation all in, yes or no. And you'll see the bot's pretty responsive. So I'm feeling lucky. And I'm gonna go echo, you don't need to echo, by the way. So exclamation all in, yes. I'm gonna get a big fish. So then you'll see like within a couple seconds, the bot's gonna catch that. It's gonna update the display. It's gonna place a bet. You can only place a single bet on each one of these like little wager things. So you can't like hedge your bets. You can't start a bet and then double down. This one has a bite. This one has a bite. Oh, there it goes. The other thing is we have what we call Ethan protection, which means that if you place a bet and then the wager closes within 1 minute of you placing the bet, then you neither gain or lose points. And it's called Ethan protection because Ethan likes to bet in the very last minute of a stream against me. He's like a giga troll when it comes to that. He'll like see a wager that says, will I catch a fish before 7:30 p.m.? And then he'll wait till like 7:27 and bet no. It's a good strategy, but the thing is like it doesn't work on wagers like this about the fish size because you'll never know what size the fish is until I pull them in. And if you like wait for a huge, you know, if you wait for the thing to be a really big bite and very obvious large fish is on, by the time I reel it in and resolve the wager, it'll be, what am I trying to say? Like you won't be able to bet in time because I'll reel the fish in, I'll resolve the wager, and if you bet while I was fighting the fish, then tough luck, your wager's too young. You don't get paid out. And then also, I know I'm not looking at my phone, but if you guys type something, I can hear what you guys are typing. So, it's freaking pulling. I'm gonna wait for the fish to get hooked. this time. Because I know he wants the worm. Look at him go. I think it's like one of those smart fish that's trying to like eat around the edges without getting the hook. Ooh, excuse me. Got little monsters going. I was gonna like check out a new catfishing spot, and then I realized I didn't have an SD card to record the footage. So yeah, that's why I just put out a poll like, where do you want me to fish? I got worms, I got things for targeting kokanee, I've got spinners for the river still. You all said get some more bass, so here we are. Apparently ain't getting nothing though. This pole, it keeps getting like little bites. But they're not taken. By the way, guys, you see that section over there? Like, this is where I usually fish when the reservoir is more full. And the water level typically comes up to like around where this Bushies can is. But that means all those branches over there are hidden underneath the water. And if you guys will like watch my previous streams, you'll see people trying to fish over there thinking it's a good spot. But they keep getting snagged and losing their gear. And that's why. Because it's just like a mini forest there. I'm also not sure why they drained the reservoir so much this week. They're probably like anticipating some kind of rainstorm or something that never materialized. This is like one of those reservoirs where they have to be really careful, because if they ever like fuck up and there's a rainstorm when it's full in the Ochocos, it'll flood the city of Prineville. So they're like really paranoid with this one. They obviously want to keep it like as full as possible for all the farmers around Prineville, but they're like one bad weather prediction from a disaster. That must be like nerve-wracking. I mean, it's probably not nerve-wracking if you've done it forever, but I would hate that responsibility. I've actually thought about, like just as a joke, putting my name in for the head of water district in my local area, because nobody ever runs for it. It's an elected position that like almost always gets appointed when nobody puts their name in. And then the salary is 65 grand a year. So it would basically just be like, because I live in Powell Butte, which is like desert. So it'd basically just be a guy who like runs a team of 2 people. And I'd just be like, yeah, whatever you want to do it. I did this as a joke. But then I thought about it, and I don't want to be the guy who floods fucking Prineville because I wasn't paying attention to the weather forecast at Prineville Reservoir. And I know if I start phoning it in, like all my employees are just going to phone it in for 2 years, and it'll be a problem. And again, those 2 years I get 130 grand for doing jack shit. So it is tempting. I'm sure someone's going to do it at some point, and then they're going to have to change how the structure works. Because my community only has like 1,000 people in it. It's ridiculously small. Oh, here we go. Come on. Getting another taker. I'm gonna manage this one a little more actively. But I want to at least see a fish in my first half hour. Stopped biting. Now this one on my left is getting a little bit of interest. We'll see what actually delivers a fish first. It's not quite fish o'clock yet. Usually the fish here are pretty docile until about 7 o'clock. There's a fish over there though. I'll reel this in and make sure I still have a worm. Oh my god, that's not a fish. Don't get excited. That's just weeds. One of the cool parts about this spot on the reservoir is that it completely, I don't know if dries up is the word, but it's like completely air exposed for probably about 4 months of the year. So there's like lots of time for like real plants to grow. So that's why you'll see like actual grass getting pulled up by me. And that's also, by the way, why I keep casting to a really specific part of this little area. It's because that's the spot where the river is. And the river itself is a couple feet deeper. So the river's right about there. And since it's a little bit deeper and has water the whole year, it's less likely to have those annoying ass plants. And there's more likely to be just a random fish hanging out. But just to shake things up, I'm gonna go cast this one out over where I saw that fish. Oh, hold up, I got a fish. Since nobody bet on it, and nobody's going to be able to bet on time, I just won't resolve this wager. And then we'll probably do the same thing for the next fish. Actually, putting up a little bit of a fight. It's probably a bass. Doesn't feel very big, so I'm not even going to bother with the net. Is this a stinker? It is! Hey, Brooke's going to be happy about this. Come here. Bullhead. Brooke loves these fish. It's a decent sized bullhead too. Look at him. Little fishy. What is that? It's a 9-incher. Not terrible. So the thing about bullheads is they actually don't really fight. And this is about an average size one here. So they're small fish. They're very tasty though. Oh, that's not a spider I want to be touching. Little wolf spiders in there. They're also really hard to kill. So yeah, I'm really gonna bash this guy's head in. I know it looks overkill, but I don't want this thing to suffer. And if you don't like, I don't even want to show that to the camera. It might get me in trouble. But like you can see, their nervous system still goes long after they're smashed. And I just want to make sure he's not feeling any pain. Okay, so he goes in there. Oh wait, I bet. Hang on, I'm gonna claim my points. That's right. I did get some stinker points from this. So you'll see whenever you resolve a bet, you get your payouts. And actually, let's go for a harder one. Since that was a 9-inch fish, let's see if the next one will be more than 8 inches. And then we'll get another worm on the list. I kind of wish I could put like my music on the stream rather than the non-copyrighted music. Because I'm just listening to some nice country songs while fishing, and you guys have to listen to like video game music essentially. One of the things I've been thinking about is whether I can bring my... Stop it, you're gonna die. I'm going up Mount Hood with my brother tomorrow. And I keep thinking, like, do I want to bring the server and stream the summit just to see if I can do it? Because it's an extra 13 pounds of weight, which is a lot when you're at 11,000 feet. And I'm really strongly leaning towards, like, no, don't do it. Because even though it'd be super sick, I'd feel really bad if my brother, who's leaving the state soon, misses out on his one chance to summit the tallest mountain because I want it to be an influencer. So I'll probably just like record it, but not actually bring the gear to stream. Because like the things I think about is, you know, I've done Mount Hood a ton of times. It's not, for me, that special. But for him, it's going to be like the highlight of at least the month, most likely, when he finally does it after looking at that mountain for so long. And if I really do feel in shape enough to bring an extra 13 pounds, I really should be bringing 13 pounds of supplies that he might need. That's a lot of extra water and like with 13 pounds, I could bring an entire gallon of water, plus electrolytes, plus sugar, plus anti-altitude sickness candies. Like, to be fair, that would also kind of trivialize the climb. So I'm still gonna do it for him though. He is my brother after all. I kept thinking about bringing a little goldfish to the summit and then catching the goldfish on the summit. That would be a meme and a half. Wait, did the audio on this die? No. Usually when I check on my stream, it tells me what audio is playing, and it didn't. It's probably just because I have Spotify playing on my phone. So like you guys are listening to a RuneScape track right now. Oh, that one's going off again. Well, I'm listening to just Nostalgia's 2010 mix. Man, the wind is annoying today. I'm kind of glad I didn't go to I almost spoiled one of my locations. I'm glad I didn't go to that spot to do the kokanee fishing, because it's a solid ass A-tier spot that I definitely don't want more people showing up to and taking my coconuts. Am I on? Is that Ethan or is that someone else? Let's see. Oh, it's Undead inside. Welcome aboard, sir. I know Ethan likes to join just to flex that he has 12 million points, so that's always the first thing he does, just exclamation bow. I appreciate you believing in me, though. This beef. Oh, holy shit! Did I just? Oh my god, that's a first. What is it? Is it on? It's a perch. What the fuck? Oh, it's a crappie. It's exactly 8 inches, though. These are really rare in here. That hit the worm as I was reeling it in. That's basically exactly 8 inches. I'm dead inside. This is basically an 8-inch fish. Do you want me to measure it and resolve the wager? Or should I cast it back in? Because right now it's like a 50-50 whether or not you win. I do have a measuring tape in there. I love crappie. They're actually, crappie are really uncommon on this side of the high desert. Like, they clearly exist, but not in large numbers. Measure it? All right. Let me give him a whack. There we go. It's a dead crappie. I'm gonna leave my GoPro here. So it's gonna look a little weird for a couple minutes, but I don't want this to disconnect, so I'll keep it close to the Starlink. Hello. Get absolutely bodied. It was just under 8 inches. On the bright side, if you go all in, you always go back to at least 300 points. So if you type anything like exclamation bow, again, it'll see that you're under 300 points and bring you right back up as this guy's based and goes all in prize. That was funny. That crappie hit it as I was reeling in. He wasn't on it initially. I'm gonna go check this one too. Paste as fuck. All the cool kids go all in. That's all I'll say. I probably caught about 100 fish in this spot. That is my second crappie ever. Like, just to give you an idea of how rare they are. I'd say it's about 50-50 bass, and then catfish are the second most common, then pike minnow, then trout, then crappie. I never caught a bluegill here, but allegedly they exist. I'll cast it out that way, kind of towards that rock. Decent. I thought the wind would carry it a little more. So far we got pretty much only tasty fish. I haven't had to throw anything back. Sorry about the wind, by the way. By the way, because of that song that plays when, you know, when I resolve the wager and it says like da 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 da, that song gets me banned in Belarus and Russia, and I really want to know what the context there is, because it's clearly like something that the governments don't like about that song. And I have no idea why Russia hates that song in particular and doesn't let any, what's it called? Any video with even a clip of that sound play. You know, actually, it might be like there's a meme that the government doesn't like. This one has a bite. So it's not hooked yet, but we might be able to get another fish here really easily. Okay. It might be like some shitty like anti-Putin meme that's been going around, so they just ban everything that uses that sound. Which honestly, I'm kind of amazed that Russia lets their citizens use YouTube. It's probably like one of the only dictatorships that controls their, what's it called, like media, but then lets people just get on YouTube and shitpost. Whatever was biting this has given up. That's fishing sometime. I did get my objective though. Brooke asked me to get a bullhead, and I already got a bullhead. A nice bullhead too. So I'll probably gut him here before leaving and then take him home. Just gonna test the echo real quick since it's not. There it goes. Okay. Hey, Dead Inside, check this out. So if you get to 10,000 points, and then you type exclamation giga and then a message, it summons a giga Chad that says whatever message you were writing. So if you ever need incentive to get your predictions right, there it is. I hope the wind isn't too annoying today. I decided against using the microphones that block wind because they're a little more annoying to set up, and then the wind has started picking up. If it becomes a problem when the GoPro dies, I have to reset everything anyway, so that's probably when I'll just get the mics. Oh, we're getting interest on the right pole this time. But it doesn't look like it's taking. You know what's funny? I ranked the spot A tier in one of my videos, and then like literally the next, I think it was like 2 days after the video released, I came back here and there was like 8 families fishing. I'm like, I gotta be a little more careful with my spots. It's not taking. I just love this spot for streaming because it's got like such great views of the sky, which is important for the Starlink. There's a bunch of little fish. It's really easy to just find a spot where you're not going to get disturbed by like random kids making screaming noises. It's a good spot. Here we go. There we go. Easy fish. Let's see what fish this is. Oh, it's a pike minnow. Like literally everything except the bass. That's a pike minnow, right? Yep, it is. What a coincidence. All right, that's dinner for Rue. See, I don't give these guys much of a chance because they are a problem. Hello, Mr. Trout Eater. You are sliming me up, aren't you? Okay, he's having fun. Stop it. Yeah, yes, life sucks sometimes. Goodbye. These are a kill on sight fish, by the way. Looks like I got a pregnant one too, which is nice. All right, let me go reboot my bot real quick. And then I will be right back. So far we've got, I think no, we haven't got a trout yet. We've gotten almost every fish we can get from this reservoir, except the one fish I was targeting, which is kind of funny. Let's go for the believers, actually. Will the next fish be 10 inches? So this either requires a large fish or a pike minnow in order to get. Start, and this is how I just test to make sure everything's working. Echo bow. So if I see both a text box in my Discord and then a balance shortly after, I know everything's good. Uh-oh. I don't see both. Are we having issues? Huh, that's odd. Listen, please. Did that command not go through? What? What's happening? My bot seems to be running, but it's not doing anything. Keep saying no active wager. Give me a minute, gentlemen. Maybe I just jumped the gun a little bit. Okay, it says it's ready. Let me just put a fake command in. Okay, that's listening to me. New wager, Will the next fish be more than 10 inches? Then let's listen. Then let's go south. Okay. How's it going, Rick? All right. Okay, all the bots are running. If anyone's listening and I haven't, actually it would be Rick. If you're still here, sorry for not responding sooner. If you're not still here, have fun. That's my bad for not saying hi to you. Yeah, let's get new worms. These worms are kind of gross. Hard work. I swear to God, like, oh look, there's a bald eagle. God bless America. I don't think I'm gonna get a trout here because the water's too shallow, but if I do, and I get a bass, I guess got a Pokemon achievement of gotta catch them all, because that's everything. Nice. Don't forget to place your bets, boss. I'm not sure if the bot saw your message. The bot was kind of having trouble on the last one. And since nobody was in chat, like when I checked my stream, nobody was in chat, nobody was viewing the stream, so I'm like, I'll just wait for the bet to resolve so I don't screw over Undead inside. Here we go. It is trying to take your command. Nice. All right, I wonder what I'm getting next. Maybe one day I'll get a bass, which is what I came here for. The funny thing is, like, Brooke was all excited about, hey, maybe you'll catch a catfish, and I got one on, like, my literal first cast. But I want bass. But then again, I got a crappie, so I'm happy. And crappie are way less common than a bass. Watch me catch the state's first 10-inch bluegill. Actually. Oh. That's... No, I did release it. What the fuck? Huh. Something snagged when I cast that out and I lost the weight. Holy. Is that a bite? Or is that just gravity? Feels like gravity. Ah, I thought that was a big bite. I got excited. Gravity is working against me. By the way, I really need to replace that reel. I bought some like shitty braid at Bimart, and it's been breaking at like 5 to 10 pounds instead of 20. Oh, we are getting bites on this one. I'm gonna wait for the fish to take it though while I tie up. There's a chance the fish just decides to go do something else with its time once it realizes it can't get the worm. still taking it. Here, let me show you what I see. So it's like pulling, but that's not what they look like when they're hooked. That's what they look like when they're trying to get the worm off the hook. Or they're like not understanding why the worm won't come with them. So they'll keep trying. By the way, Rick, how's the audio quality? Because the wind keeps picking up. It's like slowly getting windier and windier. And I don't want you to have to listen to crap the whole time, so I can just turn the volume up and try to hide the sound if it's getting annoying. And by volume, I mean the music. It's like it's still not hooked. It's just like, what it looks like it's doing right now is it looks like it's trying to pull the worm to get the worm off. It hasn't like put it fully in its mouth. Keep in mind, these animals are really dumb. So they're not exactly the brightest creations. Come on, take it, you dummy. This fish is not taking it. He's just kind of like hanging around. I might try to FOMO the fish, because that sometimes works. So FOMOing the fish is when you like, kind of like jitter it around, so it thinks it has to act quickly, and sometimes it causes it to take a bigger bite. Because it's clearly interested. But then sometimes when you do that, you scare away the fish, and you lose them altogether. But this does not seem like 10-inch fish behavior. So let's go see what he wants. Let's see if he is anything interesting. Yeah, he's not on. Ooh, sorry about the wind. So those like short bursts sometimes trick a fish into like swallowing it. Sometimes, obviously, sometimes it doesn't work. It's usually at least worth a shot. Because what's he gonna do? File a Yelp complaint against me? Like, get out of here. Gonna report me for child trafficking and get my account banned again. That'd be the ultimate conspiracy. That some vegan person did it because I kill fish on camera. Actually, would be kind of funny now that I think about it. Dude, these worms are thick. You know the funny thing is, I know where they buy these worms from. They buy them from the buy mart in town, and then they sell them for literally double the cost to suckers like me who forget their worms in the fridge. But I've got more than $5 worth of fish already, so. Oh, there we go. That's real bites. Look at that. That fish is serious. He's not hooked yet. So we don't need to jump up and down and panic. Oh, that's a big bite. Come on. I just want to make sure he's hooked before I move the worm away from him. I'm using size 4s, so it's very unlikely that they'll be able to get hooked, unhooked, just from like thrashing around without anything to pull against. So my goal right now is to just make sure they're secure before reeling them in. Okay. That does look like a hooked fish, so let me go. The way it's responding kind of looks good. Really? Not hooked? Let me just make sure I have a worm then. He's really just like trying to pull it off the line or something, which is smart of them. That's how they stay alive. Check out this cast, by the way. Boom. I'll put that rod over there where I got the crappie. And then I'll put this rod with the fresh worm out in the wind, because I think there might be fish there waiting for stuff to blow in. That'd be a kind of far cast. That was a shitty cast. Jesus Christ. That cast was awful. That was such a bad cast. I was like talking myself up for it too. And then I just totally butchered it. Let's try that again. I released late on that one. There we go. Nice and far. Far out, bro. Put this in here. And then I'll just hold on to this one because I can. And because life is good. It's all quiet on the western front. By the way, Jake, how's it going? If you're still here. Dead inside, you got some points. curious how many people are even watching me right now. Just me. Nice. I don't have the music going. That's awkward. Yeah, if the music's ever not playing, that means I forgot to do something. So you guys are just sitting there in awkward silence while I talk to myself. That's good. That's a good sign. Sign of a true expert. Anyway, let me go get my house mix going. It's already 6 o'clock too. Hey chat, go look up at this tree. I'm not doing anything here. Ah. Thanks, chat. All right. I like those little geese. They're cute. This one's getting bites. Let's see if there's anything on it. Probably should have gone to the state park, if I'm honest. I mean, technically I'm in the state park, but you know what I mean. here we go. Got him. It's a nice fish, whatever it is. Here, I'm gonna let him struggle a little because he's actually possible to break off. Ooh, this is a nice catfish, I think. Got him. Ooh, what are you? Ah, it's a 10-incher, isn't it? Another fish right on the border. Here, you go. Yeah, that's not a 10-incher, unfortunately. Very close, though. It's probably 9 point something. Don't do it, fishy. I'm dead inside. By the way, if you're still here, I'll go fix your points. Because I'm pretty sure it just was misreading your thing. Do I want to keep going? Is anyone watching? Let me see if anyone's watching the channel. If someone's watching, I'll catch another fish. Otherwise, I'll probably call it here. Oh, people are watching. New wager. I think it's about a 50-50 that I'll catch another fish. Will I get a fish in the last 15 minutes? And then I'll just cut it off at 6:30. And then I'm dead inside since it read your previous thing, I think. Yeah, it did. So when I restarted the bot, it read your previous wager instead of your new one. So it scammed you out of a lot of points. I'll go calculate how many points you should have won and then apply it to your balance. Bonk, bonk, bonk. So if you want to bet again, that's great. Otherwise, just let me know and I'll take care of that for you. One of the cool things about having like the log of everyone's wagers is I can like retroactively figure out what people's odds were when they bet and then fix them. This is not a fish, by the way. This is just me recasting, putting some new worms on. I've literally caught everything except the bass, by the way, and a trout, but yeah, there ain't no trout here. I find that really funny. Comes here for the bass, doesn't catch a bass. That said, I haven't caught a single dink today, like a baby fish that I throw back. I've only had nice ones. Or as Brooke would say, I'm only nicers today. I'm not saying that to make fun of her, she's really cute. I do hear some fish making noises. Oh my god, worm. That's a nice cast. Oh my goodness, fuck you. See if the chat is still reading, by the way. Because it's been really quiet lately. It should be, since, yeah, it's still reading. I was going to say, I saw all the point gain and losses coming through. Getting some comments? The fuck, Sherwin-Williams? What was that? Are you just typing that now, or is the bot just like catching up? I don't actually know what the purple crown means. I'm not 100% sure what you're talking about. Do you have like a purple crown in chat? Or do you mean when Brooke responds to comments on Instagram? Brooke gets a purple crown. Because I don't have any subscriber, or I don't have any like premium features on YouTube, so I'm not 100% sure what you're talking about. Purple Crown might be a moderator though, on YouTube. That's my best guess. It might also signify that it's a bot typing. Because the thing that's responding to you is both a bot and a moderator. But if you see a purple crown somewhere else, just let me know. Because I genuinely am not sure what you're talking about. All right, let's catch another fish. We had some good dinner tonight, by the way. Lost a worm. Oh well. I'll just tell the fish that there's food here. Okay, let's go wash our hands real quick. Holy shit, what? That's a big fish. Oh my goodness. What is it? Net. Am I off? I might have lost him. What is it? I need to know. Is it another catfish? I like I'm pulling him in circles. That was really strong for a catfish if it was. I was expecting a pike minnow with that kind of fight. It's a catfish. Huh. Well, that was a very fast resolution. All right. Nice job, Sherwin-Williams. I think I'm going to process my fish now. Let's do another bet. So I'm gonna go process him. Here, you do me a favor. Do me a favor. Watch my pole for me. There we go. Watch my pole for me. All right, did anything happen? Doesn't look like it. So I'm gonna do something that's not super legal, put it nicely, but I'm not breaking the spirit of the law, so I don't. They have a rule where you're not supposed to process fish until you're done fishing, so you can't cheat bag limits. But I'm clearly not cheating bag limits since I'm only have fish that don't have a bag limit. So I'm just gonna process my fish real quick. And then in Oregon, you are allowed to process fish and throw the remains into a body of water where you got them. So the tossing of the guts is not illegal. Technically, removing the guts is. Actually, I don't even think it's illegal if I just remove the guts. Oh, if I like to chop the heads. That's why it's illegal, that's right. So essentially what you can do is you can take the thing, sorry about this, Mr. Fish, and this is the most humane way to kill a catfish, by the way. You just cut, and then, ooh, did not like that. Yeah, so I've already cut off his blood flow to his head. So it's just, he'll die really quickly now. It's probably a really bad way to go, but the only other way to kill a catfish is like to bash their head in multiple times. Ow. And then you can just crush the spine here. And now the fish is dead. Let me go break this real quick. Bullhead catfish are surprisingly tough for their size, by the way. Oh, the hell? Hang on, let me crush better. There we go. And the cool thing is like their nervous system can continue to operate after they're dead, which causes some really freaky, like you'll be, you know, cleaning them out in your sink and the fish will start flopping even though it's been dead for like an hour. But this just helps, I'll be honest, it just helps my car not smell like ass when you get all the guts out ahead of time. People keep texting me. Hang on, let me go see what everyone's saying real quick. The text-to-speech server I stopped working a little while ago, so unfortunately I can't hear you. I have to go look at what's being said. Costco sparkling water tastes so ass. That is the realest thing I've ever heard. I hate sparkling water. Obviously not sponsored, but what I like to do, just grab one of those soda streams and then don't use any of their like flavorings. Just carbonate your own water. And it's way better than any sparkling water. Female, by the way. This is how you can tell. Females have this organ right here. Males don't. I get that question all the time on stream, where it's like, how do you know it was a female? It's like, because they have a uterus. Like, visually they look exactly the same, or probably not exactly the same, but close enough that I can't tell. And then I'm gonna go cut his little spine off so he stops being a stabby. All right, one fish processed. Let's go get this back in the water, by the way. Just double our chances getting something. So the reason I feel kind of comfortable breaking this regulation on camera is because I know they will absolutely hound your ass if you do this for like rockfish or trout or something where it's obvious like you're trying to hide how many fish you have. But if you're like just gutting invasive